This system may be useful if you're a new player who is unsure which class to play. Warspear Online has 30 different classes, each with its unique style and gameplay, making it difficult to choose the first class to play, especially if you are new to the game. To better understand which class is best for a beginner to play, it is important to understand what character qualities are most valued in the game, as this will improve your gaming experience. We will begin with that. First and foremost, your character must have an impact in large-scale battles between players. Almost everything in Warspear revolves around guild fights, and if you play with a character who is useless in these scenarios, you will find it difficult to join a strong guild, which is important because top guilds can afford to go through high-level content, and if you are one of these, you will be able to progress more easily. So, what exactly makes characters the best on the battlefield? The answer is that the good character will have a mix of area effect damage dealing spells and defensive abilities, allowing them to attack and defend as needed. It's also significant for character to have crowd control abilities such as stuns or silences, which can help control the flow of battle. Without all this, you will be practically useless in any guild, so we need a character that will correspond to the modern realities of the game. The following qualities that the class needs to have is versatility. One of the key reasons why versatility is important in Warspear is that it allows players to adapt to different situations. Whether it's changing game's content, a new challenge, or shift in game's meta, versatile characters are better equipped to handle these changes. Another reason why versatility is important is that it provides a more enjoyable experience in gameplay. In Warspear, versatile characters are unique and more fun to play with. Trust me, you don't want to play with class that can only do one role in the entire game. Maybe they can fill this role best of all, but in other aspects of games they will be mediocre at best. Unless you have specific goals, my advice is to avoid such classes. By having characters that is capable of performing different activities and roles, you can experience more what the game has to offer. Versatility also benefits players when it comes to PvP battles. In PvP, it's common for players to encounter a wide range of opponents, each with their strengths or weaknesses. Versatile characters can adapt, switching to playstyle that is better suited to countering the enemy. This can give you a significant advantage in PvP. And the last quality, in fact one of the most important for any novice player, is the demand for character in the PvE segment of the game. Because dungeons and quests will be your first and perhaps even the fundamental source of income in the game if we do not take donations into account. And if you want to feel comfortable in the game, you need to choose a character that will be relevant in the current gaming meta. Fortunately, there are only a few characters in Warspear who will be clear underdogs in PvE, but there are classes that are clear favorites in this direction, and it is advisable for you as a beginner to play for such. I selected the class from each faction that in my opinion is indeed perfect for a beginner based on all these qualities. From Water Clan it is a chieftain. This character is likely to draw the attention of beginners due to its fast running speed, which greatly facilitates task completion. In general, speeds up the character's leveling. The chieftain is capable of dealing magical and physical damage. The chieftain positions himself as single target damage dealer by focusing on physical damage. In this build he excels at PvP, where he can almost instantly kill a target with large burst damage. Of course, it's not as simple as it sounds, because the chieftain lacks control skills and is merely damage dealer. However, he possesses an anti-control ability and an incoming damage reduction buff, and with the right allies he can be a truly lethal opponent. The magic build of chieftain is primarily focused on area damage, making him ideal for large-scale battles. The magic chieftain is more durable, but his burst damage to a single target is way lower. Area damage skills on the other hand compensates for this. In PvE, chieftain is a great damage dealer who can adapt to different types of dungeons. When you need to kill large number of mobs, you can use magic build or physical build for high damage to solo targets such as bosses. You will easily find your place in the group with chieftain. Charmer will be your best option from Forsaken faction. Although he is the most versatile character in the game and is capable of filling every role, he is a terrible tank. What makes gameplay with this class interesting is that the Charmer is a summoner. Charmer pets will play a significant role in your game, but this class can still be on its own. He can deal both types of damage. From unique qualities he can wear heavy armor, magic staves, glove armor, a shield, a one-handed mace. This wild combination of armor and weapon type makes Charmer dangerous in PvP. The Charmer's arsenal includes single target and area effect control abilities as well as two summoning creatures, one of which is based on the character's physical damage and deals melee damage, and the other is based on magical damage and can heal the owner's wounds and attack from distance. This class also has other healing abilities as well as abilities to weaken the enemy's defenses. The Charmer can be built in two different ways, one of which involves magic and stave. In this build, the Charmer positions himself as a support, who can also maintain control over opponents. The Charmer is very tenacious in magic because of his healing abilities, and he can calmly maintain his distance, which is important in PvP. With help of pets, you can become a damage dealer in the second build, which also includes a shield and one-handed mace. In this build, Charmer loses his ability to heal large amounts of health due to a strong focus on physical damage, but his durability is maintained by his heavy armor. Both builds are good in PvE and PvP, and which one you choose depends on your gameplay preferences. I'll probably finish the first part of the video, and if you like it, I'll make the second part, but from the perspective of the Sentinels. Play with interesting characters instead of playing with PvE suckers. Perhaps it will help you survive the game known as Warspear Online.